First launched in 2013, the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid vehicle has been a signature vehicle in Mitsubishi's new SUV-focused lineup. It finally arrived in North America a couple years later, and in that time, though, since 2013, the Outlander PHEV has had some updates done to sort of keep it lively and fresh. And a third update is taking place for the 2020 model year, which is right beside me. I've had a chance to take a look at some of the minor changes. There's really nothing on the exterior that has changed in the 2020 update. So on this quick little review, I'm just going to show you everything that really takes place on the inside. So as I mentioned here off the top, the third round of updates for this 2020 Outlander plug-in hybrid are basically on the inside, and the most notable of which is here with the center touchscreen. Standard in all trims now is an 8-inch center touchscreen. It is certainly larger from the previous versions of this current generation. And while it's certainly more visible and you have greater, the screen quality and the image quality is better, what's missing is the volume knob as we had on before. It is all just a touchscreen interface, and that's not something I'm too fond of. When I was actually first driving this in the first day or so that I've had it about a week now, I actually was struggling to find where the digital slide touch point is to increase volume. I know we have volume on steering wheels, but it's a natural tendency. Sometimes we just can't help ourselves. We look straight to a volume knob and it wasn't there. It's actually positioned on the lower side towards the right. It's in a very unnatural place. Honda discovered when they tried to do an all-digital touchscreen center with volume controls when they launched their Civic and the Accord that people really did not like it, and they rebelled and basically gave them the feedback they should put the volume back. In fact, they did. In fact, more of the reason Hondas have not only a volume knob but a tuning knob as well, and I'd like to see that come back because it's just tactile matters more, especially if you're leaning over when you're trying to drive. Another increase or another improvement here in the Outlander for 2020 on the third update is in the interior. On the top level GT trim, we now have this quilted leather appointed seating surface, and actually I quite like it. When a guest or a friend of mine first sat in here, it's one of the first things, I said, oh, I really like this new look. It does give it a refined look to it, something more upscale, and it's comfortable as well, so that's another big improvement as well. One thing we have not seen as an update is we still have not seen an increase in the battery size for the EV only driving. It still is a 12 kilowatt hour battery pack combined with the 4-cylinder engine, giving us a driving range depending upon the time of year. I think I've driven this a few times since it launched. It's been 40 kilometers or so, or it's in this type. We're actually mid-November now, and most of North America has had a very early blast of winter. So this, normally we see the leaves falling, but we have snow right now. So in the cold weather, I've seen winter driving in this EV only range, and it's been more in the 22, 23 kilometer range. And while that's okay for daily puttering around, as new plug-in hybrid EVs are coming on the market, and as other existing models are upgrading their battery size, I think we need to see this here too. Mitsubishi can't take stock to the fact that it may be the best-selling plug-in hybrid SUV in the world right now, but unless you keep upping your game, not just in interior appointments, but in drivability, you're not going to keep that claim for long. This drive, the Outlander PHEV drives well overall. In fact, one of the big advantages, of course, is it does have the ability to have 4x4 all-wheel drive capability in EV mode as well. And I did have a chance to enjoy and participate in that when this early snowfall hit. The roads were, usually that first snowfall of the year, the road crews aren't as quick to get everything under control and cleared. So I did enjoy that 4x4 advantage. No slipping and sliding. Traction was great. So it's still a good driving vehicle with certainly lots of space and flexibility. The improvements are nice on the inside, but I think we could still see some more refinement with getting a larger battery here and putting a volume knob back at least. So with this 2020 update, I guess you could say it's really what's inside that counts for the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid, and it's a nicer interior. I still want to see a volume knob put back on that larger screen, but overall this continues to be an effective and very popular offering in Mitsubishi's overall lineup. So if you're looking for an effective and a versatile plug-in hybrid SUV, take a look at the 2020 update for the Outlander. It might be right in line with what you're looking for. That's it for this quick little update. I'm Eric Novak. Thanks for watching. There's plenty of ways for you to keep connected with me, so check out some of my social media links, suggested videos, and I'd really love it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.